Hey there. What you doing? This is an impromptu testing stream where I am testing out the new free roam autodrive feature in Cyberpunk 2077 patch 2.3.
There's a job, V. A journalist, Bree Whitney, has fled into Dogtown. I need you to look after her.
Little too busy at the moment.
I see. I'll send you the details nonetheless. Tend to it as soon as you can.
Now, I had access to the feature a moment ago until I exited out of a quest. So let me try following a quest first to re-engage it. Or do I not even got the opportunity now? What the hell? Why is it not there anymore? I literally was able to engage it when I was in Dogtown. And it drove me out of Dogtown. Well, this is why testing happens. Alright, I'm going to exit the vehicle and get back into it. And of course, when I stopped, it looked like it showed up again. So first things first, I'm going to drop the quest to see if it'll still let me do it, and then free roam. So here we go, testing out free roam.
The hour of the wolf is at hand. It brings the death of mercy with it. Listen now to our ritual.
So apparently, free roam has some bugs. Crashed immediately. Full self-driving win, Tesla. All right, we're gonna try it again.
Radio Wechselstrom. The voice of the machine.
Just watched a car get launched into the air and over off on the side of the road. And looky there, we're blocked. Let's see if we can initiate it again. Nope. Looks like it bugged out because of whatever happened up here to cause a vehicle to... Oh, well, whatever that is. Hi, new bugs. This is why we test this stuff out, to see what kind of crap we can find.
Bringing you the most current music. We are Vixel Strong.
Yeah, it's whenever there's an accident or anything, it just completely nerfs the free roam. I'm gonna try and set like a destination in the map, like specifically, and see if that doesn't function any better. Let's go with something straightforward. And see if it'll go to it. Okay, with a straightforward destination, it's giving us a measured distance and time to get there. Let's see if having a specific place in mind makes it any easier for it to navigate when it runs into things like backed up traffic, like here. It just dumped me out of it right again because I ran over a curb? It was driving me. All right. Try it again. So far, the free roam is kind of meh. I mean, I guess I didn't expect it to work perfectly or anything, but I was kind of hoping that we'd be a little bit more along the lines of when I'd be doing like the rooftop surfing, you know? Jump on top of somebody's car, crouch, and just ride around. That was working better than this has, which is honestly a little strange. Like, I don't know if they've messed around with like the NPC self-driving routines as well, because there's definitely been some more like skittish darting of vehicles, like trying to like come past and things like that. At least it seems like I've been noticing it. Well, then again, I'm also not the one who's driving for once, so I am paying attention more to what's going on around. So who knows? Maybe the skittish drivers have always been there, and I just kind of ignored them a little bit before. I suppose I'll also have to keep track of the timer and see if that'll actually adjust itself in case, you know, it runs into like a traffic issue that it, I guess, didn't plan out. This just in. Straightaways, the auto drive works pretty damn well. Unless we're broken by an accident again. Yep, broken by an accident again. On a straightaway, we got broken. All right, we're going to try it again. We'll see if it'll re-engage. Oh, come on. NPCs will dart around, but our vehicle won't? Lame. All right, I'm going to pass these guys. Actually, I'm going to go out into the grass and the sand, the debris, and try and re-engage. I want to see what happens there. Yeah, right there. We'll do it right here. Sounds. Oh wait, no, we can't because. All right, step it out. Nope. Maybe it just doesn't like it because we're not on the road. Very real possibility. Yep. And there we go. So they'll turn around in the sand, but won't engage from the sand. Good thing that accident from earlier got cleared up. That stopped us in our tracks in the first place. I like the unnecessarily like jagged lane changes that are plotted on the map for this. Like, what in the hell? Like, why was that necessary? I do not like having to exit and re-enter the vehicle to re-engage. That is very annoying. And what happens when we try to go past? And it stops us. Wait. So we won't auto drive over here.
I'm in a gang. Leave me alone.
And can we make it back? Not without getting out of the vehicle, apparently. Oh, wait, no. There we go. Now I'm far enough back into the explorable map. Ah, damn it. Still not close enough to engage the map for the auto drive. All right, fine. So auto drive doesn't work outside of the auto drivable map. That's one thing. Let's see. Yep, right here. It's back into engaging. Interesting. And I'm going to have to test out the Delamain cabs as well, because if anything, the Delamain cab should have a better auto driving feature than the actual personal vehicles, given that it has an actual AI in it. If that's something that they include, I am going to be very happy. I'm like, that is going to be another mess around video, just testing out the auto drive features in the Delamain to see if we can trigger different dialogue options, things like that. Like have it drive into the dump, have it drive like everywhere, any weird place I could think of. This is just a fresh, clean save on the 2.3 patch. No mods included. And did the only thing that you should do on any new Cyberpunk playthrough nowadays, and that is failing the hole in the sky mission to start off, because free Luigi, be Luigi. And are they going to break the auto drive already? All because they bumped into each other, or is traffic backed up? No. It's self-corrected. I'll be damned. Okay. But it did pause the timer. So that means when something happens, it does not adjust the timer. It just pauses the countdown. See, right there, just past those guys. If I'd done that any of the other times that there would have been freaking blockages in the road, it would not have had to have disengaged the auto drive. So clearly it's in the script to do it. Oh, it doesn't make any sense. The rhyme or reason why it does or doesn't. Maybe I should do a playthrough where I only use the Delamain to get everywhere. That would be an interesting challenge playthrough. I mean, it's not so much of a challenge as more of a on-rails experience. I mean, you could still hack while you're auto-driving, which is actually really cool. And if the Delamain actually functions better, which, again, I think they should. Plus, there's the Excelsior package, so I do want to play around with that, too. So, yeah, that is now, I think, going to be the next playthrough test is Delamain for all driving experiences. That I'm able to. Anything that specifically requires something else for a mission, that will obviously be outside of the Delamain requirement. Oh yeah, they're horrible. Okay, and now we're going again after somebody decided to start ramming people, including myself. And that time it did not disengage the auto drive. watts in horror, blowing away the competition.
Danger. High voltage. 89.3 radio Wechselstrom.
I want somebody to mod the Tron cycles into this game. That'd be dope. Yep. See, when we get to the fine detail driving, that's when it starts going nuts and ramming into stuff. We're close to the end, and what are we going to do? We're going to blow up the vehicle with auto drive. And I'm going to let it. If it kills me, I'm going to laugh my ass off. Oh, there we go. Auto drive right into the cops. I guess it is my car.
Roger. Probably some cyber psycho again, but I'll handle it. Say, any update on my overtime bonus? Dispatch?
What is happening? Fuck me!
¡Cuidado! ¡Un psicópata!
I just have to lose the cop so I can get a car again. That's all. Something a little bit more fun. And let's pick out something on the map to drive to. That'll work. A little side streets, a little highway. Didn't give me drive option from in there. Does it wait till you're on the street, or is it just because it's going to make me step out of the vehicle again? Okay, no drive option in this car. Double check. All right, I don't get the rhyme or reason. What about your car?
All units in the area, reports of additional suspicious activity. Suspect has disappeared. All units on site, continue searching the area. Suspect's vehicle has been located. Details have been sent.
I don't want to fuck with the cops.
Headshot! Don't let me die! No, not like that! Ah! People, fucking run!
Go away, cops. I just want to ride around the city. Oh, come on.
A signal from the heavens will come! Be prepared!
All right. Testing it out again. This time, road debris. All right. Doesn't care about road debris. What the hell is it doing? Is it waiting for the cop to pass? I would actually be impressed if it was waiting for the cop to pass, because it kind of looked like it. And we randomly disengage because we hit a curb again. So yeah, autodrive does not like curbs at all and will kick off just about immediately. I bet autodrive with the larger vehicles has got to be a fucking nightmare. Roundabouts are to make traffic flow easier, guys. What the fuck?
What's our move?
Our move is apparently driving like ass. That was nice. So straight up accident that time and it'll keep driving. But the curb, that was too much.
How do you respond?
Like that's perfect. I love it. Like, yeah, we've decided this is where you're going, so we're just gonna run over that guy and plow into the wall.
All units in the area. Criminal activity confirmed in Santo Domingo.
Oh, you
I
bastard.
repeat, confirmed criminal activity in Santo Domingo.
521 reporting. Sorry, dispatch. Had to take a leak. I'm en route.
Here's the next place to test it. We did street debris. Let's try down here. If I can get a car to come down. They don't have auto drive on bikes, do they? That'd be too cool. I'm gonna try and take your van and jump it down in the river. Thanks, guys. Crash. I do not want to fight any of you guys. There we go. Now let's find myself someplace to go on the map. Let's try... Because we're coming from the river area. We're here. Either doesn't accept it because of the vehicle or because of the location.
Neutralize her!
Should probably figure out the console commands, that way I could spawn this vehicle wherever I want, then test out in different places. See if we can get it to do any weird things, engaging the auto drive in spots where you're not supposed to have the car or something. Stretching's always good. Well, this drive was a lot better. I mean, much more direct. Not really any issues on side streets or anything. And it didn't go crazy and ram me into anybody at the end. All right, let's try another location. All right, at least it's not making me exit the vehicle and get back into it to start up. All right, so quite unfair that it's genuinely so much better in areas with the low NPC car density, but any spots where there's actual traffic, the auto drive just goes straight to ass. And by ass, I mean the nearest NPC that it can ram into when it gets to your destination. That has literally happened twice. Where the car's just like, yeah, I'm going to start attacking people. I mean, I support this typically, but not for testing purposes. Starfish looking pretty. Johnny's in the back. Call me Johnny Cab. But yeah, like I said, as soon as you introduce traffic into the mix, it just completely slows to a crawl. Unless it's a straightaway. Oh, we hear the curb. And it did not kick us out. Hell yes. Small improvements. But yeah, if there was... Oh, there we go. Ramming into somebody again. But yeah, if there was like every time you paused, a little timer that counted up next to the countdown and then added on when you started driving again, not only would that be more accurate, it would look really good too. You know, just like a little red numbers counting up slowly, and then once you start moving, it adds them on to your expected arrival time. That would be a pretty cool mod. Let's see if it gets hung up here with this weird turn it's trying to do from the outside lane. Right through the blockade. Didn't even care. At least I didn't ram into anything that time. But speaking about ramming into things, what if I set the destination behind where the Arasaka guys are standing over there? Ah, dang. That would have been fun, though. But still, gotta say hi. And then we can re-engage. Already. Oh, never mind. Shouldn't piss those guys off.
Disorderly conduct reported in Watson.
I was hoping to whip it around and be able to do it again, but nope.
But only because I like you.
Stupid crime scene.
Chubs, listen. What if instead of an arm, we chipped him with iron? Every time he'd have to take a piss, he'd...
That wasn't on purpose.
They didn't start a next-gen Buddhist fellowship of Gathers. Old man monks.
Please! Dharma has brought me peace. Do not deprive me of him.
Open your flap again and I'll rip your tongue out.
Did I accidentally find myself at the place where they do the
Listen, I've
What
got
the
this
hell?
delicate matter. That's why I called you. The number of cyber psycho attacks in the city is on the rise. Now that's probably not news to you, but this issue matters to me for a few reasons. There are people who say cyber psychosis can be
I
treated.
didn't want to talk to you, Regina.
And I know exactly how that sounds, but I believe even an unproven therapy is still better than a bullet to the brain. If I get a tip about a possible attack, I'll give you a call. Maybe you can investigate before Max Tac hits the scene. But remember, you're not there to execute anybody. Try to incapacitate the attacker, and I'll send someone to pick him up. I hope that's all clear.
Oh, no way. Auto drive with motorcycles too? No, this is going to be interesting. All right, that's not fair. Either the motorcycle works great for the auto drive, or it just really wanted me to go to the afterlife, and that's why the pathing there is so good. I mean, I guess when you think about it, afterlife is very much a central point, so pretty much everything should revolve around it. So a lot of the pathing's probably already pre-mapped variations. Well, I'm not gonna wait 2 minutes for 11 seconds worth of travel. We're gonna go and stop that. And find another location to check. Let's go with something that should be potentially in. It won't let me go that far. All right, we'll go there then. And I got blasted immediately. All right, well, at least they didn't kill me or cause me to get out of the auto drive. Yeah, it's very skittish, it still seems. Alright, here's where it gets interesting. See if it'll make it there or if it cuts off like at the closest like street spot. Alright, so yep. Cuts off again where it would normally. And I think this is going to be the last test for this evening because I don't need to test this in the ground just for the bike and the car today, but obviously it's going to be something they're going to be working on too. I imagine there'll be some changes. All right, let me see. Oh, don't have to get off and get on. Nice. I clicked on a different spot. Alright, now you're on free roam then. Oh. Okay, so you can just click back and forth between just by tapping it. See, I did not realize that before. So let's test the free roam out here and on the bike. See if that works any better. Alright, auto drive on, switch to free roam. And nothing! Jack and shit. Alright, we'll try getting closer to the main roads. Free roam. Nothing. Alright, we're gonna get off the vehicle since apparently it doesn't want to play nice. Or maybe it won't do it just because it doesn't like the map marker we have. I don't know. Oh, now it'll free roam? Did they change the map marker? That makes no sense. Does it think that it's taking me to the location that I pinned? I guess we'll find out. So another test it is. Wahoo! And the best part is there's going to be so many people putting out like much better videos than I'm going to put out on this. I'm not going to edit anything. I'm just going to throw it over on YouTube. Like, hey guys, this is what I found from testing out the free roam and the auto drive features the first day. Get like 3 or 4 views. Ooh, yeah. Actually, views over there are picking up, which is kind of nice. And I'm getting more and more people stopping by in the daily streams. So, things are actually slowly improving. Pretty dope. More impressions means more views. I could just get more engagement, more comments and likes and stuff like that. Oh, I guess we have free roamed ourselves into a pickle. Honest, wait a second. I wonder if they would set up like free roam to like find like things you wouldn't necessarily run into on your own. Like that would be pretty neat. You like just like, oh yeah, I free roamed myself into a place where like say there's interesting graffiti or whatever. I mean, not that that's what this is or anything, but stuff like that would be pretty cool. Just different ways they could implement stuff like that. But yeah, that's going to be all for the testing tonight. Essentially, just wanted to get an idea of how the auto drive feature was working and if the free roam was working much. Free roam is kind of trash. Does not seem to do much. Bump into things, get knocked out immediately. Hit a curb, get knocked out immediately. The auto drive, however, that definitely seems to be more functional. Definitely good for when you're going to be doing things like missions, but I was kicked out of it several times from either bumping into other vehicles or the curb thing. I mentioned that. Also kicked out of it when its pathing was broke because vehicles either had an accident in front of me or they were just being too slow to move 4 or 5 cars up ahead. So the decision-making process looked like it broke and either had to wait for those to correct themselves or move into a different position. It also does not appear to allow you to engage the auto drive in different areas. So definitely going to test out that some more. And the next test I'm going to do is testing specifically out the Delamain Excelsior cab service and see if the pathing with that is better. Because, God, it'd be great if it was. Because I will do a challenge run where I just use the Delamain auto drive for all of my transportation that I can. Which is either going to be a nightmare or fun. Either way, I'm getting ready to toss this video over on YouTube. This is one of my unplanned evening and weekend streams where I'm just doing whatever sounds good. But there's always more. Monday through Friday, starting at 9:30 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, I am streaming. I stream what I like. And if you like what I like, definitely come back. Like it says at the bottom of the screen, like, follow, comment, subscribe. Do something. It engages the content, and the content gets shared with more people. I'll be back with more testing later, and definitely more gameplay tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your gaming night.